up, you niggas out there? This is the sexiest podcast of all. Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Lionheart Podcast. This is Ason and Drago giving you the raw edition of the Lionheart Podcast. So let's talk about this show, man. Alright, man. Raw started off with this big old battle royal. So whoever wins the battle royal moves on to face the Miz at Battleground for the title. And man, this match was a pretty quick match, but the ending was very unexpected. I didn't think this man was gonna win. Go ahead, tell him, Dragon. Go ahead and tell him, Dragon.
I love you, Bob Backlund. I love you. And Darren Young won this battle royal. Man, after a long battle royal, you had one of the vaudevillains getting eliminated first. You had one of them, and then from that going all the way down to the end, I said, "Oh wow, Darren Young is back." I said, "So he could win this match."
Yeah.
I said, "But I didn't expect for him to win the way he won. This man didn't do anything. He was just knocked out the whole time. Someone hit him with a move. He was knocked out. Apollo and Baron Corbin got into it. Apollo clotheslined Baron Corbin so hard to the point where they just went over the top rope, eliminated each other. Darren Young got up. I won.
Keep going, Dragon.
I won. You know, I'm just like, wow, it was a terrible way for him to win. Miz cut a promo before this. He was just like, the Intercontinental Championship tour, it continues. I am, the Intercontinental Champion, and we can finally continue my reign, my dominance, and pretty much just ended with a stare off, like Darren Young.
Darren Young said, Darren said, "We coming for you, nigga." That man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Backlund was just like, oh, he was just screaming.
He even picked up Darren Young at one point. That man, I'm like, dang, Bob Backlund still compete. But I don't know how Bob Backlund is, but I was just surprised to see him actually just pick him up and put him back down or whatever. But I wasn't going for
this man, like he was hurting and stuff, man. He was just,
I wasn't going for Darren Young in this match. I was going for either Dolph Ziggler. Darren Young, he was one of my picks. Let me take that back. It was I was thinking Dolph Ziggler, Apollo Crews, or Darren Young, and Darren Young was one of them. I knew what Hill was going to win.
Darren Young was going to win. Like I said Darren Young was probably going to win. I said it's kind of predictable, knowing that they're talking about making Darren Young great again. Yeah, and knowing that they're talking about making him great again, and this is his first match back. I would say this is kind of predictable. I'm pretty sure Darren Young was going to win, and he did. I just wasn't expecting for him to win the way he did.
Darren Young might have that the chicken pox. Darren, he's gonna have the chicken wing.
What trying to say is moving on.
Oh wow!
Up next it was Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder, he was walking.
That man was very
apparently
prideful.
on SmackDown. Zack Ryder.
Very prideful.
Apparently on SmackDown, Rusev told Zack Ryder he couldn't be anything. He couldn't do anything. He was weak. And so that caused Zack Ryder to walk up to Rusev. He was just like, "So Rusev, you saying I'm weak? You saying I can't do this, but I can do this. I can." And out of nowhere, that's when Rusev just looked at him. Sheamus got in the ring, and no, my bad, not in the ring. Sheamus ran up right behind Zack Ryder and just knocked Zack Ryder down. It was just like, since Ason is gone, welcome to the Dragon's Den.
What?
And I just. No,
what?
I'm joking. I knew you were back now, man. I knew you were. Nigga.
Wow.
But pretty much this led up into a match with Sheamus and Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder was a good. Zack Ryder got a new theme song. They refreshed Zack Ryder.
His theme song sound much better than his previous one. It sounds pretty good.
He was like,
it's like radio. It's like a little lower pitch type version of radio, but they redid the song pretty much. He even redid his woo woo woo. He'd be like woo woo woo, it.
Mm-hmm.
But
And Zack Ryder, he dominated most of this match. But then, where the match went, bad is when Zack Ryder, he was going for the Rough Rider boot, and Sheamus got up with a gigantic clothesline.
Oh yeah, he clotheslined the shit out of him.
And then he kicked Sheamus in the face. Then he was going to climb the top rope to hit a move. Sheamus came, ran, pushed him, and then Sheamus threw him down, And as soon as Zack Ryder got up, bro kick, and
Yep.
that was it.
He bro kicked the shit out of him. And after that, when Sheamus won, Rusev came out. I got my Rusev smash ladder. He came out or whatever, got in the ring, beat the crap out of Zack Ryder. That man kicked him in his head. I think he kicked him in his head or whatever. Then he put him in that Kalisto. I call this accolade the Kalisto accolade because this accolade is only special. It's only special when you think about Kalisto because he was the first man to get put in this gruesome version of the accolade. This man, he did the Kalisto accolade. Just put it like that. Bent his back all the way back. He stretched him. He stretched him. Yep. Cracked his damn back.
But after that, we had next match was Tyler Breeze and Fandango Breezango versus the Lucha Dragons. Speaking of Kalisto.
Yep.
Well, apparently earlier in the day backstage, the Lucha Dragons and Breezango, they ran into each other, and apparently they were drinking. Like Tyler Breeze was drinking something, and they started making fun of Mexicans or something. Like not making fun of it, but they were just trying to talk their language. And
wow.
Sin Cara didn't take that so well. So Sin Cara, he flipped his drink up right into Breeze's face, and Breeze, he got mad. Like he was just like, this is my stop. This is my top. You're gonna pay for this. And so they had a match. This match pretty much it was actually a good match. This was a great match. It was back and forth, and then Kalisto, man, Kalisto botched the springboard in the middle of this match. I was shocked. Like that was the first time I've ever seen Kalisto botch a springboard. He had jumped on the rope and he had slipped and he fell and hit his head, and so Breeze had to pick him back up. And by the way, guys, this night was full of just a bunch of random botches.
Oh yeah,
like, a bunch
just a few
of random
botches.
It was just random times you wouldn't expect. But so Breeze had to remake the moment by throwing Kalisto back into the rope right into a springboard, and Kalisto got it the second time, and then Kalisto he had got on like the mid rope, and Tyler Breeze super kicks Sin Cara, not Sin Cara but Kalisto, while he was facing the other direction, and then he did a roll up pin and just got him 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. Yep. I remember that part. He kicked him. He gave him that super kick and gave him a schoolboy. I thought he kicked him in his nuts. I thought he kicked him in his nuts for a second. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I'm gonna let you talk about the Rollins report.
Oh man, the Rollins report, man, this was crazy. This man the Rollins report was pretty much a little entertaining. This is the entertaining part of the show. Now he had Roman Reigns as his guest, and Roman Reigns wasn't actually.
Editing.
Say that again.
I said the show was called editing.
Yeah, it was. That little interview he had with Roman Reigns was obviously edited, and he pretty much got some old clips from Roman Reigns from his other interviews and kind of put it in there. Like if he asked him a question, Roman would have a certain response or whatever. I think he said at one point asked Roman, he was like, so you're not a role model. You're a bad role model to kids. You're a bad role model to all these people. Do you care about that? And Roman was like, well, I mean, long as I'm getting to the top, or some stuff he said like that, it was funny. And at the end, Seth Rollins said something, and Roman just laughed. It was funny. It was funny. It's like so much happened.
One of the things was the funniest one to me is when he was just like, so do you said he's like, you do know that people don't like you. You know that, right? He was just like, he said, so are you gonna keep on doing what people don't like, or are you going to keep doing what Roman Reigns wants to do? Not for the people. And Roman was just like, I wake up every single morning just, wanting people, just I don't care. I don't care what people think. I wake up I was like, dang. And then after that, the last one, he said.
And the funny thing is, the editing was so bad because Roman still had the title. He still had the title. It was a whole.
Yeah, it was random because at one point the title was sitting behind.
He put it on his shoulder.
And then the Roman had it back in his hand. Then it was sitting behind him. Then it was back in. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that
and then
was crazy.
The last one, Roman was just like, Seth was just like, so last question, Roman. He said, how do you feel about your brother Dean Ambrose having the WWE World Heavyweight title? And Roman was just like, whenever it comes to my mind, it makes me feel sick. It makes me want to vomit, just puke. And Seth Rollins was just like, that's actually one thing we can agree on, fella. Well, thank you, Roman, for actually showing up like a real man so we could have this interview. It was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. And then didn't Dean Ambrose come out after that? Like
Ooh,
he
good
kept
promo.
trying to say no. This is why Ron Rousey was like, this is why me and Dean should have a 1-on-1 match, and yada yada yada. The Dean came out and they went. That was an epic promo. They went back and forth.
He cut a good promo too. That was a good tell. He really like tonight. Dean Ambrose showed his lunatic
Yeah, he said
side.
he says he's embarrassed by Rollins. I'm saying, and he's disgusted by him. Let's put it like that. He's very disgusted by Rollins.
Man, he showed that lunatic side. But after that, pretty much Dean Ambrose was just like, you want your one-on-one match for the title? Let's do it tonight. And Seth Rollins was just like, you know what? I do it on my time, and we're doing it next week on
Hey,
Raw.
on my
So
time. We're doing it next week.
yeah, next week we're gonna see a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, one-on-one. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins to see who's gonna walk into Battleground champion.
Yep, and that's gonna be the next week. That's gonna be the last Raw before Battleground, actually.
Mhm. And so, man, this next thing was kind of weird.
It's a new day.
I was looking at this. I was like, man, what the? Man, this,
okay,
we're not gonna talk about this yet, but they were just, they kind of showed it. They were just like, still to come before the break.
Oh yeah.
New Day actually accepted the invite to go meet the Wyatts in the fight. And so, and apparently they went to war, and then they went on. Man, I'm not gonna get into it yet until we get there.
Yeah.
But I got some strong stuff to say about this. 'Cause this was, I'm doing this one. So I got something.
Oh man.
But after that,
so the next match we had Kevin
Sami
Owens
Zayn
versus Cesaro.
Yep. Sami Zayn's music hit. He came out for the commentary, and Kevin Owens apparently his music hit, and he never showed up. Like Kevin Owens never came out. And they flicked back to the back, and the referee was just like, Owens, man, you got a match, you got to get out there. And Kevin was just like, I'm not going out there with Sami Zayn out there. He said, you really think I'm gonna have a match with the man that's going to interrupt my match? I'm not doing that. And pretty much like Stephanie McMahon showed up, she was just like, guys, can y'all just go remove Sami Zayn? It's just a simple fix. And Kevin Owens was like, thank you, thank you, Stephanie. I knew you would be smart enough to make the right decision. And she was just like, well, you still got a match to do, so you need to go ahead and get out there.
Yep.
So they removed Sami Zayn, and while Sami Zayn was walking back up the ramp, Kevin Owens and Sami, they had like a
they got in a little fist fight. They was going back and forth. The referee broke it up. Well, the referees was breaking it up or whatever as they was escorting Sami Zayn away. And I think this match, I think they're gonna have a really good match at Battleground. They're gonna have a really good match.
It's gonna be like I like this with this type of rivalry. I see this type of rivalry being like a John Cena versus Randy Orton type deal.
Man, yeah, that's kind of close, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, because you remember, I think at one point, John Cena was like, I think John Cena was best man at Randy Orton's wedding at one point. I think.
Wait, really? I don't remember. I don't remember that at all.
They showed Randy Orton, with his tux and with his like old wife, and John Cena was there because they like John Cena and Randy Orton. They used to be best friends.
Yeah, they used to wrestle a lot back then. Back in OVW, they used to.
I mean,
it was him.
Yeah, that's why I say this is when I see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I see like almost like like when I see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, that's why I kind of see John Cena and a Randy Orton type rivalry. But I hope it's gonna be a good match.
Yep, these guys, Randy Orton, Johnson, they go way back to OVW with Batista, Brock Lesnar, all of them. But let's get into the match. Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. Now this match was actually really good, man. It was a pretty good back and forth match. Like at one point, Cesaro, when he was getting fired up, he got JBL's hat. He was just running around like a crazy man. He hit that crossbody and his hat flew off. And I was surprised by the ending. I didn't see this one coming. I was expecting Kevin Owens to end it off a powerbomb, and he got this new signature move. I'm assuming this is his new signature. It's called the TKO. He picked him up. He had him in a torture rack position. He did it before, I believe, and he just turned him around and slammed Cesaro on his back, and that was it. He beat Cesaro off that move.
He did it to John Cena, but Cena kicked out.
Yeah, you're right. He showed it. But, it's called the TKO.
And then after that, like Kevin Owens, he snatched Byron Saxton's mic off his head.
Oh yeah, he snatched that man. Byron
He
Sexton
put
like
it
nigga, what the? He gave him that look like nigga. What you doing?
like nigga, man, where you think I was born, man? I was born in Compton, nigga. But Kevin Owens put it on his head. He was just like, I don't even, you know, all this stuff about being the best in the world, and I don't even try to be the best in the world. I just am it. I don't try to. I am. And then that's when Sami Zayn, I know that nigga flew.
Oh
He
yeah, that
flew
man
out
came out
the
the
he
crowd and
flew
just
out the
stole off.
crowd
It was
and
fist of
just
fury, fist of fury.
that man stole off. Yeah,
Boom bye,
he
boom
like
bye.
man, he literally Sami Zayn tore Kevin Owens' shirt with one punch. I was like, oh what? Kevin Owens' shirt like with one punch. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
dang.
you saw Kevin Owen wearing
And then,
his little his straps and stuff. Not straps, but his little
hmm
undershirt or whatever. It was attached. I think it was attached. It probably was attached to his attire under his shorts and stuff.
yeah, like he threw Kevin Owens back in the ring, and Sami was just like, go ahead, turn around. And he did like the Cesaro taunt. And as soon as Kevin Owens turned around, man, we saw the what a song. The what a song. The what a song. Nigga, are you gonna say something? The Cesaro swing. There we go, Ace on that. Good job. Man, we saw the Cesaro swing, and I mean, that was pretty much was it. Like, Sami Zayn was like joking outside the ring, acting like Kevin Owens when he got when he got up, and I mean that was that was it for that.
All
Well, up
right,
next we had Heath.
we got my bad guys. Something funny just happened, but we had Heath Slater versus Titus O'Neil. Now this match was a squash match. Just put it like that. Titus killed Heath Slater in this match. It was Big Dog versus Little Dog. He's a lead dog. He killed Heath Slater.
Whew.
He just killed that man. That man gave him a huge clash of Titus, clash of the Titus.
That nigga grabbed his chest hair. He picked that man up by his chest hair and slammed him down. I said, holy crap. That man, Titus O'Neil is bad, man. I'm telling
I'm
you.
surprised they put him
That's
out
a future champ.
the title picture with Rusev. I guess I guess they didn't want it to go on too long. But I still wish Titus could have held that championship. But hey, we got Darren Young going after the IC title.
You know what? Speaking of Darren Young going for the IC title, Byron Saxton. This is one thing I missed. Is this Byron Saxton was talking to the rest of like the Michael Cole and JBL, and he was just like, man, I wonder how Darren Young and Bob Bob are gonna celebrate tonight. I just wonder what they're gonna do to celebrate.
Wow.
And JBL, he was just like, are you serious, Byron? Do you really want to know what that is? Do you really want to know?
Wow.
And he just gave look. And Byron gave them back. It was funny. They just gave each other this look like,
That's horrible.
Michael Cole was like, okay, guys, moving on. We got Luke. I was like, what the heck?
That's ridiculous. Oh man, wow. I don't think I think I didn't catch that during the show, but that's funny. That's funny.
It was pretty funny. I was like, well, what the heck? Like they just gave each other this weird look. Like and JBL raised his eyebrow. He was just like, I was like, what?
I wonder when Heath Slater is gonna get his little push, man. He's never really had like a little small push to the mid card title.
I don't think Heath Slater is actually going to get his push because he's known for jobbing. And I know that might sound messed up, but that's what it is. Like kind of like when Heath Slater was. And one reason why I think they won't let Heath Slater go or fire him or let him let him go. Period. Just like that's like they did the rest of the 3-man band. Is because Heath Slater actually did something that no other superstar did. He fought all those Hall of Famers, you remember? And that puts a huge mark on him, in the company. And that's one of the reasons why I think he has
I still
not
think
left
Drew
yet.
McIntyre shouldn't have got released because I mean he was former IC champion. They messed him up bad. Like this man came in as a supposedly guy Vince McMahon signed to WWE like physically to the man and just we'll 3 my hand by hand and got released. He's doing better now in TNA though. He's doing much better. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I still wish he could have became champion at some point with his what was his gimmick called? The chosen one. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Like he was the Vince would literally name him out of
And if
everybody.
he's called the chosen one, that gotta mean something. That must mean something. He has to be a future champion or something.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
screwed
messed
that
him
up.
up real bad.
But
He became from being the chosen one to the jobbing one.
Yep, but after this Titus O'Neil match, man, let me get into this bull crap. I don't know if this was a promo, a terrible scary
Oh
movie,
man.
which I
Okay,
got like
wait, wait,
a
wait,
one
Dragon,
star
Dragon.
rating.
Before you go ahead, I know a lot of y'all is gonna compare this to the final deletion with Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy because this was very similar in a way. Like they wasn't fighting at the arena. They was actually, filming this outside, whatever. But yeah, I know y'all might compare this. So just to put that out there, because I know I've heard people may compare this a lot. So just a random thought.
And all I gotta say is this was just crap. This was
Man, this some Lucha
terrible.
Underground type stuff. This some Lucha Underground type
Man, that
stuff.
was like that was
That's what the final deletion was
ugh.
like. It was some Lucha. The final deletion wasn't that bad actually. It was actually pretty decent to me, but it's just like Lucha Underground. Now WWE is using this idea. I guess I guess they're going a different direction with this feud. Do something they never did
And
before.
that was almost as bad. Well, let me get something straight, and not to get off
Hmm?
topic, but nothing is worse than WWE 2K15. Nothing. But this was up there. This was. I didn't like. I was like, you had Xavier Woods hiding behind a tree.
Brian
And this
Strowman,
man's just
that
like,
man. Yeah,
but
that
man,
was
what
Brian
the
Strowman.
fuck? Man, what is this?
Yep.
And then look, this one didn't make sense to me. Bray Wyatt's gonna pick up Xavier Woods, walk him about a
I thought
quarter of a mile.
when that point I got a little excited. I'm like, wait, is Xavier gonna join the Wyatt family? Is he gonna take Xavier away? This
Man,
man
no,
picked him
no,
up.
I said the
He
same
walked a few.
thing. This man just threw him in a car, and then somehow Xavier got out. And they never showed how. They never showed when. Somehow Xavier got out and just started hitting the nigga with a plate. I'm like, man, what the? Man, this is
No.
trash.
The crazy thing is,
But
this man
true,
actually he was hitting the glass on the car, knowing that's not gonna do no damage to Xavier Woods because he in the back seat. This man hitting the front window of what is it called? Yeah, the front window of the car. He was just hitting it with an axe or something, and Xavier, that part was
It was a
just
Cadillac.
it was obvious to predict what was gonna happen next after that part.
But it didn't make sense. How did Xavier Woods get out the car? He just teleport. This man
I
just,
mean, I
I'm
mean, I
out the
mean,
car. I
they
got a
probably
plate.
edited. It probably edited somehow. I think it was. I
That
think it
was
was
still
edited or
trash.
something.
Man, that was like oh my,
Who knows? The inside of the car might
ugh.
have had like a, I don't know, like a secret hole or something. Not I don't want to say secret hole and make it sound imaginary, but it might have had
And
some.
inside the car was
Yeah, it
fake.
must have some type of
That was
escape route or some easy escape area.
didn't make sense, man. It just didn't make sense at the end of the day. End of the day, man. Say
Oh
say
yeah, at
what
the
it
end,
ended.
all the white man,
Thing
the
was
whole
trash.
squad came out at the end. The whole squad was like, nigga, why y'all niggas over here? The Wyatt family look. I mean, not Wyatt. The
Ain't
New Day.
nobody
New Day
breaking
was looking
these
around
red
like, and they
niggas.
just walked away because they couldn't fight against all of that. And for a second, I'm not gonna lie, I thought we was gonna witness Sister Abigail, like the actual Sister Abigail. I was thinking we was gonna see her or something. She was gonna make an appearance and just walk away and scare him off.
Oh, yeah, because they had that woman wearing a
Yeah, I saw that in
mask,
the
or
promo.
that was probably Summer Rae or something, wearing a dress,
Yeah,
holding up a lantern.
it could have been Bray
Like I
Wyatt's
said, this
actual
was
sister,
trash.
Micah, because I heard she's training to become a wrestler or something like that. So
Yeah, that actually might be something decent there, though. Now that's some light I can see. Seeing Sister Abigail actually become part of the Wyatt family squad.
yeah,
That's actually
yeah.
something I would like to see. And Ason has just uploaded a new video. You guys, y'all might want to check
DBZ,
that out
yep,
later
Dragon
on.
Ball
But
Z. But not to get off topic,
it's,
let's get back into the Raw review. Next match: Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Enzo and Big Cass.
mm, what can I say, man? This match, doo, was a good match. It really was a good match. It was like a full back and forth match until Gallows messed up, and man, Big Cass, he got on fire. Big Cass took out Gallows. That man hit a big boot on Anderson, and then they hit Bada Boom, and oh yeah, that's right. Big Cass ran after AJ, like he was trying to hit AJ, and AJ dunked under, and Big Cass went over, and AJ took Big Cass and threw him over the ropes, and the match ended in
Oh
DQ.
yeah, yeah,
But
Enzo and
Enzo
yeah, they
won.
went by DQ. Enzo and Big Cass.
And like before this match started, AJ was just like, "I'm gonna give y'all one more chance.
I'm gonna give you guys one more
One
chance
last, you got one last
against my
chance
fellas.
to just turn around and walk away. Because as soon as you walk into this ring, these niggas ain't breaking down up in here. Well, us red ain't nobody breaking us rednecks. We ruled Japan. John, where's
We the
John
first
Cena at
rednecks
tonight?
to ever rule
John Cena
Japan.
fucking that
Goddamn it,
place.
we took over Japan.
John Cena don't care about you. John Cena
Cena's
don't
not even here
need
tonight.
you.
He not even here tonight.
And man, of course, as
And next thing you know,
predictable as it
you
was,
saw that Superman logo.
boom.
Cena came out to the rescue.
And then all I saw was Anderson. I thought you said he wasn't here.
And guys,
I thought you said
man, I'm sorry. Like I said, man, I think the fans been booing Roman so much they started cheering for Cena because Cena got cheered. They cheered the crap out of Cena like he was The Rock or something.
A tear came down my eye. A tear. Actually, I said, "Oh, this is amazing."
Hell no.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. I was like, "This is just gasp, gasp." I just, man. I'm sorry, man. It was just so shocking. It was so shocking. As much as Cena has been booed in his life, people throwing underwear at that man, people just trying to kill that man, people pulling out guns trying to shoot that. He actually got cheered.
They cheered the shit out of Cena. They cheered that man a lot. I don't think I heard not one boo. I just heard, yeah. I'm like, man, whoa.
But after that, Cena, Enzo, and Big Cass, they all stood tall at the end of the night. And AJ Styles was pulling out his hair. All right, us rednecks got a problem now. We have a huge problem. But then after that, we and Ace, we missed something. I'm gonna let you do the Sasha Banks and Dana Brooke match. But so a lot of people know this, and Ace, you knew that. I didn't know this because I haven't really been around Wi-Fi lately or any type of big social media. Yeah. But man, Randy Orton is returning to face Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, the Viper versus the Beast.
That
match. I feel like this match should happen a while back, but now is the time, I guess. I mean, to be honest with you, before they chose Randy Orton, like I had no idea who was gonna face Brock at SummerSlam. Like Randy he didn't even pop up in my mind until they announced it. I'm like, oh wow, he could face Randy Orton. Oh wow, it's gonna happen. Gasp! Oh wow.
Like when I first saw this, I was shocked because mostly there was no setup to the story. There was no setup to why they're having this match. You know what I'm saying? There's no really big setup.
I think before SummerSlam, probably a few weeks, maybe at the end of this month or early August. That's when Randy's supposedly coming back, and that's when him and Brock gonna,
that's something I was about to get into. On Raw, like they said that at Battleground, we're gonna see the Chris Jericho highlight reel, and it's gonna be Randy Orton, on the highlight reel. Randy Orton will be returning at Battleground. Okay. But this is what I'm hoping for. To show us that Randy Orton still has what it takes, in the ring, which I'm not saying he doesn't. But, just to show, that he's still fresh and he's still good, I think that at Battleground, it would be good if, the highlight reel turned into a one-on-one match against Randy Orton and Chris Jericho.
It's possible. I think it should be that, too. Because, we haven't seen Randy in the ring. I mean, that would be one hell of a turn. Going from the highlight reel to a one-on-one match.
Like, they're sitting there talking. Jericho gets a big mouth. I know where it turns into a one-on-one match like that. But we've seen Jericho versus Randy Orton a lot before. But I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. Every time I've seen Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho, it's been good. It's been really good. So I would not mind seeing that match.
Here's what I think. I predict that, Jericho, he might say something smart during the highlight reel. It might piss Randy Orton off, and out of nowhere, it's gonna be a RKO. Out of nowhere, you're going to just RKO the shit out of him.
I just hope that they give that man a match. Hopefully a match against Jericho. That's my little prediction. But, if not that, I'm pretty sure.
You're going to see an RKO, I guarantee. We might see an RKO.
Oh, I'm
Not a
100% sure
punt
we're gonna
kick.
see
Not a
RKO
punt
at
kick.
that
That's
point.
not a save that one for Brock. Not a punt kick, but we're gonna see RKO
That man,
definitely.
he gonna hit like 3 punch kick, RKO, and punt kick repeat,
I can
punt kick
picture Brock
repeat.
Lesnar doing the
But
F5 and it turns into an RKO. That'd be a good ass OMG moment.
yeah, look, man, shoot. What's his name?
We can
CM.
save that for
Yeah.
2K info.
Well,
But anyway, let's talk about the
yeah.
next match: Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks. Now this match was actually pretty decent. I actually sat here and watched the match. And first off, Dana Brooke had that nice looking cleavage. She had it all oiled up, and Sasha Banks with the nice ass. Anyway, it was a pretty back and forth match. At one point, Dana Brooke hit Sasha Banks with the sidewalk slam, and I like how when Sasha Banks hit the bank statement, Dana was finna hit the rope, but then Sasha she put her foot in the rope, but she kind of flipped the whole move over, and then she had her like
Like, yeah, she bounced
yeah
herself over to the
yeah,
middle of the ring.
they were in the middle of the ring at the end of the move, and Dana just tapped out after that, and that was it. And then Charlotte was she got on the mic, she was talking crap to Sasha Banks. She said that Sasha wasn't worthy of Sasha wasn't worthy of the title shot after just having that one big win, that one big push. And she was saying they weren't deserving, and she was comparing it to how people win the lottery. You can win $1 million, but you don't have to deserve it just to win it and all that stuff like that.
That man can get lucky and get laid, Martina. That man can get lucky and get laid. That's
No,
just
she
one.
said.
That's just one time.
Wow.
I know. I'm just joking.
Wow,
I'm just,
laid. Wow.
I'm just get laid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much. She was just like,
And
if
Sasha,
you are,
she
if
was
you
claiming,
are,
Charlotte, she's all mouth. She just talk crap. That's all she does. She not about that action. She ain't really about that talking. Sasha ain't about
yeah,
that talking. She about that action.
the big old boss.
Yep. Bad
But
bitch.
she was just pretty much. She was just like, so if you are, who you say you are, and you really think you deserve a title shot, show up on SmackDown, face Dana Brooks again. So I'm pretty sure that this is gonna lead into some type of trap or
Yeah,
something.
Charlotte might. She
Something
might. She
like
might steal
the match.
off Sasha because the first time Sasha got the upper hand. Now on SmackDown, wait, they found on SmackDown, right? Yeah, SmackDown. Charlotte might get the upper hand when when Sasha beat Dana Brooke on SmackDown, then Charlotte might attack her or something.
That's what I'm saying. I was just like before the match even start, like before the bell even gets run, you hear ding ding ding, and I know someone's gonna grab her, like Charlotte Pop is gonna grab her feet, pull her out, and just start going ham or
Yep.
something. That was the first thing to hit my mind. But, yep, and up
Now the
next,
end of the show, the return of
here comes
the return of
man.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I'm back. I'm returning now. I'm Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And he was back in the ring. Well, first Shane came out. He got that pop. Then Stephanie came out, and aka Miss MILF. And then Vince came out. They were in the ring talking, and Vince came out. And Vince said he was disappointed in how Stephanie and Shane been running the show or whatever. And so basically, Vince had the decision to either decide if Stephanie was going to run SmackDown or Shane was going to run SmackDown. And so he wanted.
And like the
Yeah.
reasonings too. The
Go
reasoning
ahead.
were kind of crazy. He was just like, Stephanie. He said the reason why I just haven't liked Raw this past couple of weeks is because y'all just being so nice. Y'all not tearing each other
Yep.
apart, being aggressive.
Ruthless
We
aggression.
need some
Ruthless
ruthless aggression.
aggression.
He was like,
God damn it.
you're not killing each other. You're being nice. I don't like that. When I accepted it, when I accepted for Shane, because he basically told Stephanie, he said, yeah, you're my daughter. He said, but you can't get everything you want. He said, Shane, the only reason why you're here is because of some crazy, the crazy hell fall off a cage.
Yep.
Just dumb. That's
That
the
crazy
reason
fall
why
of the
you're here,
cage.
Shane.
That's the only reason why you're still here, Shane. The only reason why you're still here.
Yeah, and that was his reasons why he said he just didn't like it. And so pretty much he was just like he asked both of them to give me a reason. So since I look at it like this, I'm SmackDown and Ace Raw. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do Stephanie's reason.
So Stephanie, she was pretty much. She was like, she didn't really have to explain herself on why she should be GM. She was like, I don't have to explain myself. I have enough accomplishments. And that's pretty much what she didn't really want to explain herself. She was just saying she accomplished a whole lot of stuff within the past couple of years. She said she was responsible for them having the biggest WrestleMania in history, and she didn't say much.
The network.
Oh yeah, the network as well. And then Vince said, Stephanie made some good points, and he wanted Shane to convince him afterwards.
All right, and here's where I come in. Here's where I come in. Here comes the money.
Here we go, money talk.
Okay. This is what I have to say to Vince McMahon. Now, Vince, I think I should run SmackDown.
Why you should run SmackDown, son? Why you should run SmackDown?
I think I should run SmackDown is because we need change. Now, when Stephanie McMahon was running Raw and SmackDown, it was just too much going. It was trash. I was sitting there with my wife and my kids, and they were just like, what is she doing to the show, Daddy? And I'm just like, I don't know what I can say about this. Because it needed change. We need change, Vince. Mm-hmm. And Vince, the only reason why you know, and you know this, and Stephanie knows it deep down inside, the only reason why you know I would be a good runner of SmackDown is because I got the balls to tell you how I feel and when I feel whenever, and I do it in a respectful manner. So what do you guys say about that, Vince? It's all in your hand, Vince. Now, don't just listen to me. Listen to us. Listen to the people. Shane O'Mac.
Well, to be honest with you, I can give a damn less what these people think. And the fans booed him after that. The fans started booing him. And Stephanie, she was smiling and all. She was like, yeah, going with her dad. With the not giving a crap about the fans.
So guys. So tell me this: who wants Stephanie? Boo. And who wants Shane O'Mac?
Kind of crazy when Shane got that.
I said Detroit. Who wants Shane O'Mac? Yeah, we love you. Yeah. So yeah, that's how that went.
Yep. And then Vince McMahon just straight out said the GM. He said, "Can I get a drum roll, please?" Shane O'Mac. Yep. Shane is the official commissioner of SmackDown. Not GM, but commissioner.
Money.
And then after that, Shane was turning up. That man went crazy. He was all on the turnbuckle, and Vince was like, "Wait. So not at charity. The commissioner of SmackDown, the commissioner of Raw, the 3-hour show, Stephanie." And Stephanie was doing a little yes chant. She was like, "Yes, titties were shaking and all. Yes." And And then Vince said that, next week on Raw, they have to decide their GMs. Now, I'm excited about this. I have no idea who the GMs are going to be. I mean, I've been hearing names like, possibly Eric Bischoff. He said he's not ruling out a return, so there's a chance we could see him again. But, Teddy, I don't know about anyone else. Kurt Angle, I don't know about that. He'll be a good GM for SmackDown.
Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah, Stone Cold, maybe. That wouldn't be bad. Shoot, maybe The Rock. I don't know. Not The Rock. Nah, The Rock's a busy guy. The Rock's too busy. The Rock's too busy. He's too busy.
Ooh, Daniel Bryan.
That'll be a good GM. Daniel Bryan. He'll be a really good GM.
But kind of like, how I got into that Dragon.
Oh yeah. And guys, as soon as Stephanie, as soon as Shane was like, no, Shane was like he straight up said game on, and Stephanie was like game on. The only game in the business is my husband, and she slapped the crap out of Shane.
She was just like, he was just like game on. The only game in this business is the man I'm married to, and I sleep with them.
She didn't say she didn't say that sleep part.
But she was just like, I'm just married to him. Then she slapped him, and then she was like, "What you gonna do, Shane? You gonna hit me? Go ahead, hit me."
He just gave her a kiss.
Hit me, and then he kissed her. And that's even worse than the punch. That's just like saying, you little bitch. That's even worse.
Like they got from Beyond Scared Straight. I should kiss you. Put this Kool-Aid on your lips. I should kiss. I see.
Look, this is the funny part about this whole Stephanie. She was walking down the staircase, and she literally she broke her ankle.
She didn't
she got crossed up by Curry or something. She just
dang,
she just started jumping She tried to play it. This is what I mean by just random botches of the night. There was a botch during the Sasha Banks match I just didn't mention, but she was just walking. She was just walking. She was just. And then she tried to play it off. She was acting like a butterfly.
And the crowd went, the crowd was yelling, "You fucked up!" Like she was walking and she almost tripped because she's wearing heels and all. She almost fell. And Shane was like, "Oops!" And the crowd was like, "And next thing you know, they was chanting, "You fucked up!" Like a few of them was chanting that, and she just kept walking like nothing happened. She was pissed off, like she had this look on her face. And as soon as she got to the stage, she blew a kiss at Shane and left. And that was raw.
And then pretty much my boy Shane, he was just like oh, because if you gotta remember when Shane returned, it was in
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, so he was just
And that's
like
what they were in for this raw, Detroit.
he told Detroit. He said, "All right, Detroit." He said, "Oh y'all." He said, "Once again, I gotta thank you because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Detroit. So y'all have a good night. Here comes the money. Here we go."
Money to talk.
And he was a kid, and then he just started dancing around the ring.
Yep.
And so, hey, son, what would you rate this? Show?
I give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, pretty. It was pretty decent, I guess. It was alright. But I would say this.
Nah.
It was better compared to Raw last week, which was crap. But guys, we got a.
By the way, that one dislike we got for saying Raw was crap last week, let's call our opinion. But yeah.
No.
Like you got your opinion.
Let's go ahead and talk about this now that we got the end of the video. Like, far as dislikes or whatever, I don't mind dislikes. I mean, people see things differently. People have their own opinions or whatever. If you want to like this video, go ahead and like. If you want to dislike, go ahead and dislike. I don't mind. I mean, you can't impress everybody. Express how you feel. How we did the podcast, or how you felt about what we said about this match or that match. We're man of the
Just
we're
like
man
we
of the
got our
people.
opinion, y'all had your opinion.
We're men of the people.
Dislike, so yeah, that's how.
But what else I was gonna say? Now the Lionheart podcast will be jam packed this week, guys. We got the Cruiserweight Classic coming up. We got NXT. Shoot.
Then we got the draft
Next
coming
week.
up next week. The draft. I'm telling
And
you
for
guys,
the first time,
the draft. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, it's gonna be the longest podcast we've
oh
had.
yeah, that might be an hour possibly. That's gonna be a pretty long podcast. So y'all better stay tuned for that. And yeah, guys, make sure y'all check out Dragon channel because he's still doing the 2K17 info. The game is not out yet, but if y'all want, any ideas or any predictions on what the game should have, go. Dragon is the #1 source. God damn it! What you waiting on? Just get that. Just click that subscribe button. God damn it!
I think and by the way, while we're on the subject, I think all you guys that people that just comment on my video, like the Brock Lesnar showcase video with me and A-Son did. I love I truly love it when you guys comment on my videos. Give your opinion. Like I said, I have no kind of like with the dislike thing. I have no problem with you giving your opinion. I love seeing people's opinion, and so I mean, shoot, keep on commenting, keep on liking, keep on disliking. Do whatever you like to do because I love seeing it. Because if you dislike, that means okay, I gotta do something better. If you like it, then that means I gotta keep on doing what I'm doing to make the show better. And so just like kind of like with the podcast, if you like something, keep on liking it. It shows that we're doing a good job.
And it also shows that people are actually watching. Like the last Raw podcast, I think it was NXT or Raw. I think one of the podcasts we did last week, it was like 4 likes and 2 dislikes, which I didn't mind. I mean, if you like, you like. If you dislike, you dislike. But if there's anything that we're missing out on, if there is something y'all just don't like that what we're doing, or anything that you're not satisfied with, just comment below and we'll explain to you why, or we'll solve that issue,
or we'll change. Yeah. Either we'll exalt the issue and we'll change, or if it's not reasonable, then we'll talk it over and we'll just like Jason said, we'll give you a reason.
But we're just glad that you guys been, we started this a few months ago. We glad y'all still with us. We still continue this. This will be going on as long as we possibly could. Keep this podcast going until it, go major or something.
Yeah. So hey, so what episode?
I have no idea. I think it's 18. It's 19 or 18. Oh yeah, we getting close to the 20th episode. Oh crap! I think NXT will be the 20th episode, I believe. I think this is the 18th or the 19th episode.
Yeah, this is great. I enjoy doing the podcast for you guys. I have fun, and I get to express myself. And I want you, like me and Aso said, put it in the comment box.
Make sure y'all share this as well. Like if y'all enjoyed the podcast, make sure y'all share it all over social media, Twitter, Facebook. Share it with your friends, your wrestling fan, and people that that watch wrestling, or any other wrestling fans out there. And yeah.
So to end this thing out. Bada bing, bada boom. Who is the finest guys in the room. Me and Ason. So Ason, how you doing?
We the people, we the people.